Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. We're gonna watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Super Rider D-Dry Mesh Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. Boom goes the dynamite. Dainese for the fall of 16. You made me very happy. This is the Super Rider D-Dry Mesh Jacket. Apex Predator. They're taking a step forward in the Dainese mesh lineup. If we look at the jacket, it is a big leap forward over the Super Speed D-Dry jacket. The Super Rider brings the maximum of 3D mesh to the party. It gives you a removable, waterproof, breathable D-Dry liner, and you get the hard parts in the Mugello fabric that pull this together with a really aggressive fit scheme. I love it. It is Batman on mesh, on some type of drug, and on motorcycles, and it just flat out works. It screams Dainese. Now, if we look at it, 3 colors available. This is the black fluoro red. We can see this fluoro red. It's the punch you in the mouth red. That's my favorite colorway. There's also a black white red, which is going to be a more muted or regular red, and there's also a white black red, which starts as white as the main construction. Now, when you come in directly, you're going to see the 3 main materials. I have my Mugello fabric, which stretches and feels amazing when you wear it. It moves with you. I have my 3D tech mesh, which you will see throughout the jacket. And then I also have water-resistant tutu leather, which surrounds the impact area. So again, at the shoulder with the exposed hard part, with a composite CE-rated armor underneath, along the elbow, in the highly accident-prone elbow forearm area, I'm getting the beefed up tutu leather, which again, wearing this in multi-season scenarios, you can get it wet too. When I wear my Dainese jacket and I'm riding, I get caught in the rain. I don't like to get caught in the rain. Many times not great for the leather. This leather will be just fine. Will spring right back. No issues there. Now let's talk about fitment, because remember, there's a lot of stretch in this jacket. Hi Viz Brian to my left in all his visible splendor. 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest. Hi-Vis Brian's actually wearing a size 50. Now, sometimes he wears a 50 and it works, sometimes he wears a 50 and it doesn't work. For this jacket, it fits about a half size large, and it does that because it's so much stretch and so much mesh. So if you're in between sizes, go a size down. For Hi-Vis Brian, if I was gonna add chest armor and back armor to this jacket, I'd probably say buy the 52, which is what the size chart would say to him. But if you're not doing chest and you're not doing back, you can get away with potentially going down a size if you're really gonna shorten it up, tighten it up, and know that that articulation scheme is gonna keep everything where it's supposed to be. That's the beauty of the stretch. You can kind of stuff into it a little bit. It's gonna work with you instead of being leather or textile, which really aren't gonna have that much give. Keep that in mind. Moral of the story, in between sizes, go a size down. Moral of the story is if you don't want to put chest and back in it, you could potentially go a size down because of all the stretch. Keep that in mind. I want to see you find the right fit for you. Now, we're going to ship for free over 39 bucks. Don't worry about it. We make it simple. And as always, click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback, nickname Hi-Vis Brian's Beard. I don't really care what you do, but just follow us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. I'm not doing this for my health. Now, when we dive back into the jacket, some of the other nuances and creature comforts, start at the collar, work our way down. It is a short style collar, but it is not a Mandarin sport collar. So again, you get a little bit of height there, which is nice. You're going to see that it pokes up around where my finger is, especially when we turn him sideways or backwards. You're going to see that that's the D-Dry liner that is removable. When it's in, it has a little bit of rise, so it gives you better coverage on your neck underneath your helmet. When you're not using it, it's just going to be this short version of the collar that goes all the way around. Basic 2-snap at the collar, basic zipper pulls. You have some light temper foams that's built in, again, giving you a little bit more of that Batman feel. Anything that's this muted gray is going to be Mugello, which is stretch. Notice the microflective darting there, microflexion. It's when you weave the reflective panels into the darts themselves. So again, during the day, it doesn't throw off the look of the jacket. I think typical 3M Scotchlite can be a little corny if it's worked into such a brilliant or aggressive jacket. The way they do it here really doesn't threaten that style, which is important. You have your basic hand warmer pockets. If we look at the set it and forget it cuffs, you're going to notice that it opens up. It has the big gator behind it, and then you do have the ability to have the dual snap closure over here. So again, finding that right mix for you. Brizzle, turn and face that way. We look at the shoulder, aluminum hard part over top of composite armor. Nice touch. Aluminum hard parts, especially with the Fluoro Demon logo, really work here. Working our way down. Accent stripes for color, additional microflexion. Look at the massive, big fluoro elasticated panel along the back. Huge. If we bring his arm back down and we work our way down the rest, you're going to see Mugello, and then it works its way into the leather. Again, you don't want to have mesh in those impact areas. If he lifts his arm back up again, hooray, I'm just making you move your arm around. We look at it, notice the big temper foam under the lat on the side laterally, and the micro elasticated panels here, which don't weaken the jacket and they don't add any extra weight, but they allow additional elasticity. So if you're a little bit big in the gut, gut, if you have a little bit of love handle going on, you're going to be good to go. Massive pulls down here along the bottom. Turn backwards for me there, Brian, so I can address the elephant in the room. I haven't talked about it yet, but notice it is a sport hump. So they did put a sport hump on this jacket. This is the Super Rider. The Super Speed is the baby brother, still in the $400 to $500 range, still premium, not going to have that hump. If you don't want the hump, go that direction. Look at the back here. Massive 3D tech mesh paneling. Again, it's the dual layer. It has a 3D effect to it. It sits away from the body, promotes airflow. There's going to be a connection zipper in there. Notice the drop seat effect here if you're riding in the sport position. This is an extremely aggressive leather textile stretch as well as mesh jacket, really optimized for hot weather riding. If we look at it up here along the collar, notice this is the additional area of D-dry that is fully removable. So again, you'll get that nice leather rolling around the collar, and you can even see how the Mugello fabric works its way in with this elasticated stretch panel, again, just pulling it together nicely. Brizzle, come back around to the front. Unzip for ladies and gentlemen who are viewing at home, and we'll show the guts. Notice the guts here. I like the Dainese did this. Little details, the red stitching, the little Italian flag that's worked in. If we open it up, notice the snaps, how this D-dry liner is worked in, how simply you can remove it. I'm going to open it up first to the outside. Premium mesh liner, 360-degree zip. Notice the pockets. This is where I would put my chest protector and then the grommets to run earbuds. If we look at the other side, it's exactly the same. Now here is going to be your D-dry liner. I don't need it to be finished. I don't want to pay to finish it. Typically, I'm only putting it in if I'm cold or if it's raining. So again, it can just be very simple. Notice the snaps. Zipper on the inside, it opens up, it's very basic. But what's cool about it is the inside of the liner is nicely finished, does have pockets, and notice up even around the collar. Super, super comfy because it's gonna touch your skin, especially if you're starting to get wet. If any water gets in there, again, it's not gonna chafe. So again, really, really nicely done. This is this Super Rider D-Dry from Dainese, the king of the technical mesh sport heap. Remember, the Super Speed mesh is the baby brother to this, but ultimately, if you're looking in the $400 to $500 range, unless you don't like that sport hump, go with this guy. This one's the badass one. You will be the envy of all your superhero friends. The next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews. You shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com, 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, RevZilla. Stay up to date with our opinion of the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.